Welcome back, folks, to this final video of the Bobcat 763. In this video, we will finish up the last little things in the front of the Bobcat, and we will do a later on. We will do a walk around of when we first got the Bobcat, and a walk around of how it turned out. This will be interesting. It turned out very, very well. I'm very satisfied. I've been fiddling around with this like 20 minutes, only to realize that this track is on backwards. I can't put the seat on the track because this has to be flipped around. You know what I mean? Because look, if I'm going in by the back like this, right away it hits here, see? But if I go in the front, there, that's the stopper. So I gotta flip this bracket around. Let's see if that makes a difference. Oh. Check it out. You got a fart hole right there. What will they think of next? Today, I'm gonna paint this. Finish the skid steer off. All right. I'd like to take this guy off here because I'd like to paint this charcoal. This cylinder I know is leaking, so pull that guy out. So let's get to it. Ooh, baby. That's nice and heavy. Apparently I have to remove these two grease nipples, put the bolt back in there, hit it, and then it'll push something inside, and I should be able to get it out, apparently. Let's try it out. Take a brass piece of brass here. And just do that. This thing doesn't look that bad, actually. It's not oval, nothing's oval in there. And then here, you know, that's nice and tight. So, it's not bad. There's no real play in there. Alright, cool. Jesus, that's good news. I guess this goes there. We'll clean that out. And this is probably goes there. Or here maybe. Yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. We're gonna grind the head down. Clean this off. Very nice. Let's go see the other side. What that looks like. Yeah, that's pretty nice too. Yeah, baby. Okay, cool. That is fantastic news. I'm wondering when I start it, will oil come gushing out of that like there was no tomorrow, or does the valve have to be actuated? Because I have to lift this thing up, and that cylinder will not be plugged in, you know? Let's get this guy out of there. Like I thought, she's heavy. She's a big girl. Let's take care of this here. I'm just wondering if I start it now, is that crap gonna come bushing out? We're gonna see, because I'm gonna start it. Let's get this cylinder out of there. Okay, here. have to remember that this goes in, where is it? That way. Okay. There's a little nipple here. I can tell that has not been used lately. I've noticed a crack here. Nothing major, but we're going to try and do something about that. I'm going to close it up with some super strong clamps and weld that up. So I got it clamped together, closed up. I'm going to fire up the welder. I could, you know, add a little bit here, but you know what? I think it'll be fine. I got another belt. Okay, so I was talking to Brady at with the YouTube channel How I Did It. This guy's fantastic. And I was telling him that you know, there was like some screaming sounds coming from my what I thought was a belt that was screaming. And he said, you know what, that belt is I'm pretty sure is not the right one. So when I looked on the on my purchase, I pulled out the number, and the number was 67 something, 673 whatever. And he said, no, you need the 6672021. So I'm gonna switch them now. I just got it in. I'm gonna switch them, and we're gonna see, because you know, it was like when I'd move back, it would scream, and when I wanted to turn, it would scream. I mean, it would turn and all, but it's just it was rocky, and it wasn't pleasant. So I'm gonna set this one up, and yeah, we'll see what happens there. Yeah, so what I was saying also was that when you put the tensioner, you're supposed to have like a needle that will the more you tension, the more that needle comes out, you know. And what Brady says is you got to tension it till it's 3 o'clock, let's say, more or less, and then you just back it off a little bit, and you're right at the right tension. And he's telling me also that, and with this one, I couldn't get it. I mean, I would tension it maxed out, bottomed out, and that needle would not even start moving. So he asked me to get my hand in there and see how much slack I had. I had like 1 inch slack, and he said, "There's no way. That belt, when it's properly tensioned, should not even give you 1/2 inch slack. You can hardly even move it." So I'm gonna try it out now and see what happens. So it's incredible what such a small thing will make such a big difference. It's unbelievable. So I changed the belt, and turns out this belt, even if Amazon said that it was for a 763, it's just not. It's about, oh God, I'd have to say it's about 1/2 inch longer than the one that Brady gave me, the one that Brady gave me the number on his How I Did It site channel. So I'll show you what the difference is. I'm sure most of you've seen what it was like riding this thing before. It was really sloppy and screamy and made a lot of noise. So let me just show you now. It's beautiful. I'm so happy. If you guys recall, when I would reverse and turn, that thing would scream to death.
So what I got is, I got some yellow shrink tubing, and I was thinking if I put it here, that'd be cool. Just a little softer grip with a different color. Something like that. Let's heat her up. There you go. What do you guys think? Let's clean it off a bit. Oh, that's pretty cool, no? There you go. Now for the next side. Okay. There we go. Why?
if you remember well, this thing had no air filter cover, no glow plug strip, no glow plug switch, no temperature probe on the radiator, broken temperature probe on the hydraulics, no fuel gauge, intermittent hour counter, no backup signal. We replaced the tires for new ones, a new seat, added an engine oil pressure gauge, added lights back and front, fixed the creeping issue, new paint job, new decals, fixed the radiator leak also. This thing was in bad shape. I mean, the first time I started it, it ran nice, but the first time I started it, I noticed that it was getting hot really fast, and only by the steam that was sort of coming out of the motor. And when I looked, that radiator had nothing in it, so it wasn't good.